today we are at Hollywood Studios. Woohoo! This is part of a 4-part series that we're doing here at Disney World. So we are gonna eat everything. We're gonna tell you what's good, what's not good, and yeah, without further ado, let's go eat.
Let's ride!
Is it the voices in your head keeping you in bed? Run me off the road again. You're leaving me for dead. With every word you keep unsaid, I throw my cards on the table. I mean, what did you expect? I said I was able, but it's no easier to be alone. I want you here. I need it. You to know we don't go the way that we planned it, but who the hell cares? Why does it matter the way we appear? It matter to all of the fears that they share. It all becomes clear that through all uncertainty, I'd rather.
All right, so for our first meal of the day, we just stopped by Ronto Roasters and Saka's Kettle. First, we're going to try one of our favorite things to get at Disneyland in California, which is the Black Calf Cold Brew. The first thing I noticed is that the cup is different. This one, it's more of like a matted cup. Also, I feel like they put less Cocoa Puffs, and it's kind of reverse layered. Like, the cream is usually on top. Of course, we're gonna use our free meimei glass boba straw. Link will be in the description as always. Let's give this a stir. Whoa, I feel like the coffee's stronger. It's not as sweet. The coffee has a little bit like a sour taste, like it's more acidic. It's still good. Like, I like them both, but I do think I prefer Disneyland. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Wow, very interesting to try it. Moving on, we have the Ronto morning wrap. It's eggs, grilled pork sausage, shredded cheddar, and peppercorn sauce in a pita bread. That sausage is perfectly snappy. Oh, I love when you bite into a sausage and it just has that nice crunch and snap. I do like the addition of the scrambled eggs. It's like fluffy, it's light. The cheese adds a creaminess as well as that peppercorn sauce. It's very mayo forward. The pita bread I feel like could use some improvements, kind of dry, but I really like all of the elements that are inside together. I do feel like it's a bit light on flavor. I think I would enjoy it if I had some like hot sauce to go with it, or even ketchup I feel like would be really good. But yeah, pretty solid breakfast option in the park.
This is excellent.
Okay. Then of course we also had to get the classic Ronto wrap. This one is roasted pork, grilled pork sausage, peppercorn sauce, and tangy slaw wrapped in pita bread. It has that same snappy sausage. The roasted pork adds extra meatiness, and I really like the addition of the slaw here. It helps break up all that umami meat, and it adds a refreshing bite and a crunch. This also, I think, would be really good with extra hot sauce. Maybe it's just me, I want something spicy right now. I don't know. But I feel like it would help the flavor profile. And then also from Saka's Kettle, this is the Outpost popcorn mix, and it's a colorful blend of sweet and spicy flavors. Oh, so interesting. It is sweet and spicy. The spice is subtle. It's more on the sweet side, but it's a very interesting blend. I feel like the spice, it's almost in like a hot tamale kind of way. Don't you think?
Yeah.
It has that kind of cinnamony spice to it. Would I get it again? Probably not, but it was fun to try.
Fun to try.
Into the place, a spot you from a ways. My heart, it started racing. The crowd across the way.
All right, we just stopped by Woody's Lunchbox. So I actually wanted to try a lot of stuff here, but we only have so much stomach space. We can only try so many things. One of the items I wanted to try was their breakfast bowl, and I saw that they have a kids breakfast bowl. So I thought that was perfect to have a smaller size, so that way we don't get too full. Also comes with 2 sides and a drink, which Bird chose root beer. So the breakfast bowl is potato barrels smothered in smoked brisket country gravy, scrambled eggs with a sprinkling of green onions. The eggs are really soft and fluffy. The gravy is really creamy and meaty. Adds this like umami savory flavor. The green onions I love. It really brightens it up. And then the tots are actually still crispy.
Totally delicious.
On the topic of tots, we got their Totchos, which are potato barrels coated with beef and bean chili, shredded cheese, and signature queso with tomatoes and corn chips, finished with sour cream and a sprinkle of green onions. Wow, there's a lot of stuff on here. Everything you love about nachos in tot form. I love how crispy the tater tots are, and they even put some corn chips, and that adds an extra crunchy element to it. The chili flavor is really, really strong, and it goes really well with the cheese and sour cream. These are good too. I like both this and the breakfast bowl. You can't go wrong with either of them. And then we also got their grilled cheese. It's melted provolone, cheddar, and American on grilled sourdough bread. This one I originally wasn't gonna get, but some of you guys recommended it to me, and I also read it on some blogs and stuff when I was doing research, so I guess we're gonna try it. Also, we picked the tomato basil dipper for our side, which I think is just like a tomato basil soup type thing. And this is really reminding me of the Jolly Holiday combo at Disneyland. So we'll see if it's as good. Let's dip it in the soup. Ooh. The bread is perfectly toasty. Like, it has a nice light crisp on the outside, but it's not too toasted. Like, sometimes when it's too toasted, it hurts the roof of your mouth. Yeah, not a fan of that. But this is perfectly toasted. It is a good grilled cheese. The cheese is creamy. I really like the sourdough that they use for this, and the bread soaks up the sauce really well. The tomato basil dipper, it kind of tastes like jarred marinara sauce, which is not bad, but it just can't compare to Jolly Holiday's tomato basil soup. Did you have your lactate?
No. I like the one in Disneyland more, but
The Jolly Holiday combo is better, right? But this is still good.
Where's the closest bathroom?
Bird. Ay, ay, ay. Also, I totally meant to order the Lunchbox tarts, but I forgot in my mobile order. So we're gonna have to come back later and try those. It can be our little midday snack. You guys, literally this whole week there was no forecast of rain. We sat down, we got our food, it started raining. There was literally drops of rain. But anyway, we got this blue slushie, basically just a blue raspberry slushie. Oh wow, it's so flavorful. It has hella blue raspberry flavor, like more than usual. I feel like I've had a fair share of slushies like this, especially ices. Every time we go to the movies, Bird has to get an icy. This is like 10 times more flavorful than an icy. It's very sweet though, and it's probably gonna turn my mouth blue.
Perfect for me.
Perfect for Bird. You know how when you drink an icy, you like suck up all the flavor and then it becomes like a solid like ice in the middle kind of?
Yeah.
Well, not like solid, but like clumpy. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But this is more like the slushy texture is better, I think.
Consistent throughout.
Yeah, more consistent throughout. As someone who loves blue raspberry flavored things, I like it. What we really came here for is the star of the show. It's the Wookiee cookie. Look at how cute it is. Chewbacca is my favorite Star Wars character. Well, he's in my top 2. Can you guys guess what the other one is? Comment below. Did you guys comment? Okay. It's Yoda. It's 2 oatmeal cookies with vanilla cream filling garnished with a milk chocolate sash. I know it's just a little piece of chocolate, but it makes me so happy. It makes it chewy. Those are really hefty oatmeal cookies. You can see how thick those cookies are. The cream is really light and airy. It kind of tastes like grocery store sheet cake frosting. The milk chocolate sash adds a nice richness and sweetness. When you eat it with the oatmeal cookie, it kind of makes it taste like an oatmeal chocolate chip cookie. If you like oatmeal cookies, if you like Chewbacca, this is for you.
Wow. I'm not usually a fan of oatmeal, but it's good.
It's good.
And healthy.
No.
If you could read my mind.
Bonjour. 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 There goes the baker with his tray, like always. The same old bread and rolls to sell.
No one hits like Gaston, that's his wits like Gaston. In a spitting match, nobody spits like Gaston. While the candle light's still glowing, and I'll help you will be going.
Okay, so we just stopped by Fairfax Fair and we picked up some food, but first I actually want to try this drink called Cup of Enchantment. It's cranberry and passion fruit orange guava juices topped with yellow shimmer and strawberry boba pearls. I'm assuming that the strawberry boba pearls are popping boba. Let's give this a mix. Oh, those popping bobas always get me. Actually, very refreshing. I do taste the Pog Passion Orange Guava, and I love Pog, but I'm not really getting the cranberry flavor. It says it's cranberry and Pog, but I get mostly the Pog flavor, which I don't mind, because like I said, I love Pog. But it's good, it's refreshing. The strawberry popping boba, I mean, I prefer chewy boba, but it's not bad. It adds like a sweetness and an extra strawberry flavor. Moving along, we have this Korean barbecued pork belly bowl. It's braised pork belly tossed in Korean barbecue sauce, topped with Korean salad and green onions, served on mashed potatoes in a waffle bowl. I think it's very interesting to mix Korean barbecue with mashed potatoes. Although sometimes when you eat Korean barbecue, they give you a side dish that is like a potato salad, so maybe it's not that strange. Oh wow, the pork belly is really, really tender. Like it's very soft, you don't have to chew on it much. I do like the salad, it adds a nice crunch, it's refreshing. I just like how it adds a different texture. It's dressed with like this sesame kind of dressing. And then the pork belly, like the barbecue sauce they put on the pork belly, I feel like it's kind of similar-ish to like teriyaki. Let me try this waffle bowl. Okay, no, the waffle bowl is weird. Don't eat the waffle bowl.
I'm gonna try the waffle bowl. That's weird.
Right? The waffle bowl they use is basically just like a waffle bowl you'd get ice cream
Sweet.
in.
Yeah. What a waffle attempt.
And then we also got the barbecued beef brisket bowl. It's braised beef tossed in barbecue sauce and topped with pickled jalapenos, red onion, bacon, and corn chips served on house-made queso sauce and mashed potatoes in a waffle bowl. I guess that's a trend here, is everything's on mashed potatoes in a waffle bowl. But this one does actually sound better to me. I like this one better. The brisket, it's not the most tender. Like it does have a chew to it, but I don't mind it because it's not like super tough either. The barbecue sauce, it's tangy, it's sweet, it's smoky. And then I really like the creaminess that the homemade queso adds. I wish they put more of the pickled jalapenos and onions though. But overall, this is a hit. I'd get this again.
Try with the waffle though.
You think I should try the waffle?
Yeah. Let me see.
Don't eat the waffle bowl. Lesson learned. And then for dessert, we got this Enchanted Rose. It's dark chocolate mousse with a taste of blackcurrant, Morello cherry chocolate shortbread cookie, whipped cookies and cream fluff, and gilded chocolate cacao nibs. This is literally art. Just look how pretty it is. All right, let's cut into this. Ooh, wow, that mousse looks super thick and chocolatey. Whoa. First, I got hit by that strong, rich chocolate flavor, and then you really get that tart cherryness. The mousse is still really light and airy, despite it looking super rich. The shortbread cookie, very soft, kind of crumbly, has like a butteriness to it. This is kind of like a Black Forest cake in a mousse form. If you like chocolate and cherry together, you will love this.
You just crossed over into the Twilight Zone.
So scary.
Very cool.
No! That was so spooky!
Nothing can stop us now. Come on now. We're gonna make it happen.
Okay, we finally made it back to Woody's Lunchbox for the Lunchbox tarts. and they have 2 flavors right now. First up, we have the raspberry flavor. It's a raspberry marmalade stuffed pastry coated in a strawberry fondant and crispy pearls. All right, let's break this open. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Wow. This is basically like a Pop-Tart. It's very crumbly. You can see that raspberry marmalade inside. Whoa. It is like a Pop-Tart. However, the crust part is more shortbready than a Pop-Tart is. It's sweet and buttery. It's very crumbly. And then the raspberry marmalade, it's tart. Has a pretty strong raspberry flavor. And I also really like the contrast of the little crunchies on top. It's like a fun take on a Pop-Tart. And then we also got the seasonal flavor, which is a sweet potato lunchbox tart. It has cinnamon, brown sugar icing, toasted marshmallows, and pecans. All right, let's break it open. Ooh, it smells cinnamony and buttery. Whoa, this one tastes like fall. Like it tastes like something a coffee shop would sell in September or October. It kind of tastes like a sweet potato pie, but in a little tart form. When you eat it with the marshmallow, it is kind of like a candied yam. I also like the addition of the pecans because it adds a nice crunch and a nuttiness.
I like this one more than that one.
This one is sweeter for sure. That's probably why you like it more.
Correct.
Feel a mile high when you're on my side. High up in the sky, cruising through the night. Feel a mile high.
For dinner, we went to the Sci-Fi Dine-In, which is like a drive-in theater showing sci-fi movie clips and serving up American food like burgers, sandwiches, pasta, wings, shakes, and more. It's a super cool and unique experience. I mean, just look at the environment. It's not every day that you get to eat at a place like this. First, they brought out our milkshake, and since Bird and I both love Oreos, we couldn't pass up the Oreo shake. However, it was really, really thick, more like a soft serve texture than a milkshake texture, so we couldn't suck it up the straw very easily, which, if you know us, is not our favorite. It also was not very creamy, so I think we'd skip this next time. For our appetizer, we got the fried pickles, and it was served with ranch and another sauce that tasted kinda like Thousand Island, but with a little kick. The batter on the pickles was crispy and even had a little chew, and then you get the crunchy, tart, acidic pickle. These got Bird's fun to eat stamp of approval. For our entree, we ordered the Banh Mi burger, which had a house-made pork patty, pork belly, pickled veggies, cucumber, herbs, and sriracha aioli with a side of onion rings. These were crispy and light, and the onion was juicy and very flavorful. Bird was dipping his onion rings in the milkshake and convinced me to do it too. It was so weird because at first, you mainly get the batter and the Oreo shake, so it actually kind of tastes like a funnel cake, but then you get an onion aftertaste, which is not so pleasant. As for the Banh Mi burger, the patty was unfortunately pretty dry, lacking flavor, and also had this weird, almost grainy texture. I don't know, it was confusing, but I did like the cucumber and pickled veggies. Overall, the spot was definitely more for the vibes and ambience rather than the quality of food in our experience. Alright, so that's it for this video. We decided our top 3 things that we tried today are the Totchos. Well, actually, I would tie the Totchos with the breakfast bowl at Woody's Lunchbox. The Cup of Enchantment from Fairfax Fair, and
The Wookiee cookie.
the Wookiee cookie. It was very cute and delicious. Like I mentioned earlier, we're doing food tours at all 4 main parks of Disney World, so definitely go check those out. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!